Welcome to this tutorial video. The goal of this video is to show you how to create tasks on the GoodX system. Creating tasks allows users to assign or communicate important responsibilities to one another. Different task types can be set up, allowing users to determine how task functionality will be used in the practice. In this video, we'll guide you through the process of creating a task from start to finish, using the example of booking a follow-up appointment with a client. Let's get started. First, we'll start on the task screen where all your tasks are listed. For an extensive explanation of how to navigate and use the task screen, please refer to the Task List Screen Overview user manual linked in this video's description. To create a new task, click the Add New Task button at the top of the screen for the task item screen to open. Now let's fill out the request section. This is where you define the key details of the task. The title field is where we will provide a brief description or name for the task that is being created. For our example, we will type Book Follow-up Appointment. Next, we need to set the due date and time for the task to be completed. Let's set the task to be completed by 13th March, 1 p.m. Now, we'll set the priority. The priority colors are set according to urgency, with blue being the least urgent task and red being the most urgent task. Since this is an important task but not urgent, let's choose green for quote-unquote normal priority. Next, you'll assign the task to your preferred user who will be responsible for completing the task. Click the Assign User drop-down menu and select a user. For this example, we'll use our mock user, DocSpawn. You can select multiple users if the task requires multiple participants. To delete an assigned user, click the Remove icon. The Hide GoodX user tick refers to all the FCL support staff that are preloaded onto the system. By unticking this box, you will be able to see all the FCL support staff on the install. Like before, leaving the box ticked on will hide all the support staff and leave only the user set for your practice's entity. Next, we have the Suggested Event drop-down menu. Here, you can select a workflow event that needs to be completed with the task. For example, since we will be booking a follow-up with the patient, we could opt to either email, SMS, or call the patient. For a more immediate response, we'll opt to call the patient in this example. The diary dropdown simply relates to which practitioner's diary the task will appear on. For this instance, if the debtor or patient was first seen by Dr. Peters's, we will then accordingly select Dr. Peters's diary. Now we'll link this task to a debtor or patient. Thereafter, you can search for the patient or debtor in this field. Please note that you can only select one client for each task. In the request field, you can write the task details. For example, call Timothy to book a follow-up appointment to discuss recent blood test results. Once everything looks good, click Complete to mark this section as finished. Moving on to the feedback section. Feedback will only be completed at a later stage once the task has been started and/or completed. On the right panel under the New Task Creation panel, you will see your newly created task. Extra options are available for your task item workflow event. For example, you can lock, email, or print the task as necessary. Say for example, this task was created by the practice manager for the receptionist. The practice manager can send an email to the receptionist to alert her on the newly created task. For more information on each option that is available on a workflow event item, please refer to the workflow event options user manual linked in this video's description. If you want to close the task screen without saving anything, click the Close button. Otherwise, click Save to save the task and return to the task screen. The newly created task will now appear in the new section of the task screen, ready to be tracked, managed, and completed. For a complete explanation of all the additional options that are available on the task after the task has been created, please refer to the Task Item Options user manual linked in this video's description. Now, at a later stage, once the task has been started and you would like to provide feedback, you can double-click on the task item, click on the feedback section and enter your feedback. For example, follow-up appointment has been scheduled for 14th March at 2 p.m. Thereafter, click Save to save your updated feedback, and that brings us to the end of this tutorial video. For more helpful tutorials, make sure to subscribe to our channel and check out the other task item related guides available.